UNIDO, along with the erstwhile Department of Mineral and Energy Affairs, formulated what we call today the IEE, the Industrial Energy Efficiency Program. And that program was established primarily to almost underwrite the success or drive the implementation of the National Energy Efficiency Strategy that our government formulated in 2004 and revised many times since then. The latest one being on the 26th of June 2009. And that National Energy Strategy set some goals, and for the first time we set some real targets instead of talking about them and talking about what we need to achieve in very broad terms. The National Energy Strategy identifies targets, and the target for mining and industry is that we need to reduce our total energy demand by 15% in the year 2015. There are targets for other sectors too, and there's an overall target for the country of 12% by 2015. So what UNIDO did in working with the Department of Mineral and Energy Affairs at the time to do that, it set a target that ultimately now relies on a very holistic approach to achieving that target. And in doing so, UNIDO worked with the South African government, and specifically within departments within the South African government, in establishing what I consider to be a 4-component framework. The first component is legislation and regulatory frameworks, and there they are undertaking that. In fact, there's another review of that same strategy underway as we speak. The second one is establishing a global energy management standard, and the standard will be called ISO 50001. It's under review. The Europeans and the Americans have been fighting about semantics and the use of the meaning of words, but it's in all likelihood now in its final review and will be published in July or August this year. That energy management standard is not prescriptive, it does not set targets, but what it will do, and in our mind, and I've heard some of the speakers say this morning too, that will probably even supplant ISO 9001, which was a quality standard set many years ago. And this energy standard will start to become a far more accepted and far more key management standard in businesses or determining energy consumption in businesses. The third component of the UNIDO and South African government formulation is what we call training. What UNIDO does, they handpick, or they recruit and handpick some of the finest in their respective fields of energy optimization. And these generally or inevitably are Americans and Europeans. So they bring out system specialists in energy management systems, in steam systems optimization, in compressed air systems optimization, in pump systems optimization, in motors, in process heating, and in fans and ventilation. And they bring these experts out to conduct training courses in South Africa. This is a legacy project. So at the end of 4 years, the intention is that through that intervention, we have local trainers in our country that can then perpetuate and continue that training. Critical to that as well is a demonstration project initiative, and that's the fourth component in this arrangement with UNIDO and the DME. And the demonstration project essentially is one where we seek to engage industry by finding companies that are willing to serve as host, candidate, and demonstration companies. And there are subtle differences between these, and the initial one, just by way of a short explanation, a host company would then undertake to allow a UNIDO trainer into their premises with the expert trainees. The expert trainings could be anywhere between 10 and 12, to undertake assessments in their plant and to write reports and submit reports to them. And that's a host company. A candidate company is one where if they sign up to be a candidate company with UNIDO and the Department of Energy and DTI, they allow us to put one of our expert level trainees into their plant to do a full assessment and submit a report. A demonstration company finally is the one where a company signs up to undertake or take on or implement one or all of the recommendations made and present a case study. And we use that as a demonstration company because we publish those results, and we use that as a showcase to the rest of the industry to show them and to vindicate the value of this intervention of UNIDO's. So UNIDO's role in South Africa is to drive that holistic approach. So UNIDO's role is a critical role. In South Africa, UNIDO is not on its own. It's partnered by the South African government through the DTI and the DOE, but also partnered with two other stakeholders. In South Africa, we have the Swiss government through the Swiss State Secretariat for Economic Affairs, or SECO, and we have the British government under UK Aid, which is the United Kingdom Association of International Donors. Those are the stakeholders participating in the South African project. UNIDO is the implementing agent. They are the managers of this program. They will send out the trainers, they will select the trainers, they will drive the processes. Everything I do, my colleagues do, and my managers do in this regard would be to report progress against the milestones and the deliverables set by UNIDO when they implemented this policy.